everybody, it's Campfire Trish, and I'm coming at you from my backyard. Well, spring is approaching quickly, and that's so exciting. At least here, it's starting to warm up a little bit, which I absolutely love. I love being out in the outdoors, but I don't particularly like the cold, so this is great. And fast approaching us is one of our fun holidays that we like to participate in, and that's St. Patrick's Day. So either if it's wearing green clothes so we don't get any leprechaun pinches, or building leprechaun traps, or just eating yummy food, it's something that we do like to enjoy. So this year I'm kind of going, I'm taking a different spin on things. Typically I will do a corned beef and cabbage recipe with some potatoes and some other root vegetables to go along with it. But this year, I'm not doing that. I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to be making a shepherd's pie in our Dutch oven right over top the fire. And so I think it's going to be easy and something that anybody could do fairly quickly, especially with a little prep ahead of time at your campsite. But also it's easy to do right in your home oven if you're not camping. So again, a versatile recipe. And so let's just jump into it. We've been doing a little work outside since it is nice, and I wouldn't say warm. It's like 49 degrees or so. So we've had a little bit of a fire kind of going on this afternoon. So it is definitely hot and ready to start cooking over. I'm gonna put a grate right on top and we'll get going. All right, so my Dutch oven is on my grate over my fire. I've got some oil in there heating up, and I'm looking for some rippling. Of course, my smoke has found me. What is it about some people in smoke that every single time there's a fire, so they come find them? That's me. Sit on the other side of me and you will be fine at a campsite. Promise you. Let's see. This is one chopped onion. And we're just gonna let that cook up and get soft. Alright, so my onion is softening nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and add some garlic. That smells so good. We're gonna let that kind of cook up for just a moment. Okay, and now I'm gonna add about 2 1/4 pounds of hamburger. I'm going to let that cook up and brown. Alright, the meat is browned, and I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. Stir it in. That flour will act as a thickening agent. And I'm going to add some spices. So this is about 2 teaspoons of tomato paste, about 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire, a half a teaspoon of thyme, and a half a teaspoon of rosemary. can play with those seasonings to your liking for sure. And some salt. And I did a half a cup of chicken broth and a half a cup of Guinness beer. So this is a Guinness shepherd's pie. If you don't want to use beer, just use a half a cup of broth. Beef or chicken's fine, whichever you like. I'm gonna add a bag, sorry, so close, of mixed vegetables. And last but not least, I made some mashed potatoes. These are cheddar mashed potatoes. And I'm just gonna put them right on top. I made these earlier. This is a great leftover recipe. So if you have leftover ground beef, lamb, chicken, and some vegetables from the night before, or some potatoes, this is something easy to just kind of throw together. It's a great leftover meal for sure. I'm just going to spread these out. And we're going to put the top right on. All right. So top's on now. You can see I had a little bit of flour spillage. We're going to add some coals right to the top. If you're cooking it in an oven, you're going to cook it for about at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes or so until the top's kind of bubbly and warm and the potatoes are heated up and a little bit browned on top. So main squeeze has got me going with some coals, and we'll probably pull maybe a piece of wood or two. I think he threw some coals in the fire too, right on top, and we're gonna let it bake for about 20 minutes. And there, all the coals all are on, and it's gonna do its cooking. So we definitely can tell that spring is approaching, as we've seen an increase amount of wildlife down in our dock area. Not only from the swans, who have definitely come to visit, I guess this winter, and they've been sticking around, but also, of course, the geese have not left, but they definitely will be seeing some goslings here soon. But our friendly otters have also made their reappearance in the last week or so, which is really, really cool. We saw them once or twice last year, and then they disappeared. But I think that was because we had a family of beavers move in as well, and they didn't like each other. But we've seen lots of hawks coming through. We actually saw a pile of, oh look, there's the swans back up there. They're trying to decide where they want to land. We've actually had some seagulls fly in, which was way bizarre. We're pretty inland, so seeing seagulls is pretty surprising. But yeah, it's neat to see the different life cycles down here at our dock. All right, so it's been about 20-25 minutes. Let's take a peek. Ooh, look at that. That looks good. Smells good too. So I'm actually going to take it off the heat now. I'm going to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so it's been sitting about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I'm just going to take this off. Oh, it looks good. I'm just going to scoop. Ooh, look at that. That looks delicious. I like that. Yum. Let's give this a try. Well, this smells really good. I can smell the Guinness in it, but it's not overpowering by any means. Look at that. Delish. Kind of like beef chicken pot pie without the crust, right? With yummy mashed potatoes. It's good. Use a little bit more salt. But that's an easy fix. It's tasty. Actually, look at that main squeeze. Heard me say could use a little bit more salt, and he brought it.
Saw you look at me.
Actually, I looked and said, "Oh, I have it. I didn't actually take the salt inside yet."
Yeah, you looked right at me. I need more salt.
Oh.
Hot.
But it's good. It's a little bit sweeter than I thought it would be, which is kind of weird. It must be the Guinness that did that. You want to try it, main squeeze?
All right.
You want to try it, main squeeze? Yes, absolutely.
It's good.
See, that smokes. It's found me again. It's definitely interesting. I like it. So you could, like I said, you could do it with lamb if you wanted to, ground lamb or chicken. Or like I said, this time I did it with beef. So I think it's a win. I wish the top got a little bit crispy. I think that would have been really good. But all in all, it was easy, it was good, and it was a fun way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, right, y'all? So again, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you are in a time zone, I'm hoping, or when this video plays, you're supposed to be springing forward. So if you're in those time zones that does do daylight savings time, don't forget to spring forward at 2 a.m. tomorrow, so you're not late to whatever you might have going on Sunday. So don't be late. Been there, done that. Oops, hour late. But anyway, or late to work on Monday morning. I've had coworkers do that too. But anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and until next Saturday at 8 a.m. Bye.